London, a city of contrasts. By day, it bustles with life and energy. The streets hum with activity. Tourists flock to see Big Ben and the Tower Bridge. But as night falls, a different London emerges. The shadows grow longer. The alleyways whisper secrets. It's a city with two faces. I've always been drawn to this darker side, the hidden stories, the forgotten tales. They lurk just beneath the surface, waiting to be uncovered. In my years as an FBI agent, I learned to trust my instincts. And my instincts tell me there's more to London than meets the eye. The fog rolls in, thick and heavy. It cloaks the city in mystery. In these moments, you can almost feel the weight of history. Centuries of triumphs and tragedies, lives lived and lost. And sometimes, if you listen closely, you might hear echoes of the past. Whispers carried on the wind. But it's not just the past that haunts London. There are places where the veil between worlds seems thin, where the impossible becomes possible. One such place stands apart from the rest, a mansion with a reputation that sends chills down the spine of even the bravest souls. Ravenscroft Manor, a name spoken in hushed tones, a place where darkness reigns supreme. Ravenscroft Manor looms on the outskirts of London. It's a Victorian behemoth, all Gothic spires and gargoyles, the kind of place that belongs in a Bronte novel, or a nightmare. Local legends speak of its cursed nature, of the tragedy that befell its inhabitants. The stories vary, but the ending is always the same. Death, despair, darkness. The mansion has stood empty for decades. No one dares to live there. Even real estate agents avoid it. The grounds are overgrown. The windows are boarded up. But sometimes late at night, people swear they see lights flickering inside. Shadows moving behind the curtains, as if the house itself is alive. I've heard whispers of secret rooms, of hidden passages that lead to nowhere. Some say the walls bleed when the moon is full. Others claim to hear screams echoing from the basement. The kind of screams that chill you to the bone, that make you question your sanity. But what's the truth behind these tales? That's what I'm here to find out. To separate fact from fiction. To shine a light on the darkness that shrouds Ravenscroft Manor. It won't be easy. The secrets of this place are buried deep, but I've never been one to back down from a challenge, especially when the stakes are this high. Enter Evelyn, a woman after my own heart. She's not your typical ghost hunter. No, Evelyn is something else entirely. A historian with a penchant for the macabre. A seeker of truths others would rather leave buried. I met her at a paranormal conference in New York. We connected instantly. Kindred spirits, you might say. Evelyn's fascination with the dark side of history is palpable. Her eyes light up when she talks about haunted locations, about the stories that lurk in the shadows. She spent years studying the occult, delving into forgotten lore. And now her research has led her to Ravenscroft Manor, to the heart of London's darkest secret. I've seen that look before, in my own eyes. The hunger for truth, the need to uncover what others have hidden. Evelyn is driven by something more than curiosity. It's almost personal, as if she has a stake in uncovering Ravenscroft's secrets. But when I asked her about it, she just smiled. A smile that didn't quite reach her eyes. Evelyn's prepared for this investigation like no other. She's gathered old maps, newspaper clippings, family records, anything that might shed light on the manor's dark past. But is she truly ready for what she might find? The darkness has a way of seeping into your soul, of changing you in ways you can't imagine. I should know. I've been there. The story of Ravenscroft Manor begins with its namesake, Lord Edmund Ravenscroft, a man of wealth and influence, but also a man with dark appetites. The official records paint him as a philanthropist, a pillar of Victorian society, but dig deeper, and a different picture emerges, one of cruelty and madness. Lord Ravenscroft was obsessed with the occult, with pushing the boundaries between life and death. He conducted experiments in the manor's basement, terrible experiments, the kind that make your skin crawl. There were rumors of missing servants, of screams in the night. But money has a way of silencing wagging tongues. The turning point came in the winter of 1887. Lord Ravenscroft's wife and children vanished without a trace. The authorities investigated but found nothing. No bodies, no evidence of foul play. It was as if they had simply ceased to exist. Lord Ravenscroft was devastated, or so he claimed. But there were whispers, rumors that the disappearance was no accident, that Lord Ravenscroft had sacrificed his own family in some dark ritual. Whatever the truth, he was never the same after that night. He became a recluse, locking himself away in the manor. And then, one stormy night, he too disappeared. The manor has stood empty ever since, a monument to tragedy and dark secrets. Section 5. Crossing the Threshold. Evelyn's First Steps. The day Evelyn decided to enter Ravenscroft Manor was overcast. Fitting, really. The air felt heavy, electric, as if the very atmosphere was warning us away. But Evelyn was undeterred. Her eyes gleamed with anticipation, with barely contained excitement. I watched from a distance, my heart heavy with foreboding. The gates creaked open, rusted hinges protesting after years of disuse. Evelyn paused for a moment, taking in the overgrown grounds, the crumbling facade of the manor. Then, with a deep breath, she stepped forward, crossing the threshold into a world of shadows and secrets. I couldn't shake the feeling that she was walking into a trap. The front door yielded surprisingly easily, as if the house was welcoming her, inviting her in. The foyer was thick with dust and cobwebs. Faded portraits lined the walls, their eyes seeming to follow Evelyn as she moved deeper into the house. I could see her shiver. Whether from cold or something else, I couldn't tell. Evelyn's footsteps echoed in the empty halls. Each room she entered held new mysteries, new horrors. In the library, she found books on dark magic, tomes that should have been destroyed long ago. The study revealed Lord Ravenscroft's personal journals, filled with ravings about immortality and forbidden knowledge. With each discovery, Evelyn's excitement grew. But so did the sense of wrongness.